Calypso serves as an instrument of political criticism, addressing social and political issues. Its origins come from the twin island nation of Trinidad and Tobago, when slaves from West Africa were brought into the Caribbean islands to work on the sugar plantations. It is believed that Calypso evolved from the West African Calypso, known as the poor man's newspaper. Calypso first emerged in tents, where slaves who were forbidden to speak to each other would meet in secret, a way of preserving West African traditions, communicating news, and mocking their cruel masters. As the slave population in the Caribbean found themselves quickly shifting through various slave masters, the art evolved and grew further. To learn more on the history of Calypso in Guyana, we spoke to two prominent persons actively involved in the creation of this type of music in Guyana. Bonnie Alves, a producer and writer, and Roger Hines, known as Young Bill Rogers, a multi-Calypso monarch. Alves, with more than 40 years in the industry, spoke of the origin of Calypso in Guyana.
So way back in the 30s, maybe as far back as the 1920s, Calypso started in Guyana. There was a great progression.
Alves added that a true Calypsonian would write using words to trick the listeners into making their own interpretations.
The true art of writing a song is if you think I am saying something that is suggestive, you must never be able to prove to me or anyone else that I am not singing about Blackfoot.
Young Bill Rogers, son of Shanto King Bill Rogers, spoke of how he developed a love for the genre of music.
I started because my biggest influence was my dad, the late Bill Rogers, who was the pioneer in Calypso and Shanto. He used to be having vaudeville shows. He was the first Guyanese actually put down in the recording map internationally, since in the days of 1934, recording for RCA Victor Blue Record Company in USA.
He recalled that growing up he would listen to his father's music, which made him want to follow in his footsteps. Hines began his career as a teenager, performing at school events.
They had a promo called On Show Young Guyana. That was a very long time ago. Used to be conducted by Bertie Chancellor, Maggie Lawrence, and all these great broadcasters of yesteryear. And I was fortunate to be a part of that exposure.
It was in the early 1990s that the young Bill Rogers would branch out on his own and has participated in every Calypso competition since, coveting 11 crowns during his career. Over the next few days, we will continue to look at Calypso music and what it means in Guyana. For the HGP Nightly News, Calvin Abrams.